Hey, what's happening, everybody? Anthony Conklin here, coming to you live from rainy Greenwich, Connecticut. Actually, rainy Harrison, New York. I'm not in Greenwich today. Hope you guys are having a fantastic Monday. Welcome to Monday. Monday shouldn't be so down, it shouldn't be so dreary, and it shouldn't be so, oh my God, it's Monday. Monday should be like, thank God it's Monday. I'm here. I'm ready to rock and roll, ready to do the things I'm supposed to do today, and make changes in my life so I can be better for me and better for the people in my life. For those of you who don't know me, Anthony Conklin here. I am a motivational and transformational keynote speaker. I spent 25 years in corporate America and 27 years, coming up on 28 years, in the entertainment space. I help entrepreneurs connect their passion and their purpose by building this connecting bridge called why. Your why is who you are, it's where you live, it's why you exist. Why isn't something that you change, it's something that you're born with, and it's something that you grow up to become and then you express. So finding your why is so key, and living your why is really important. Now, I just mentioned that why isn't something that you change, but you may change the way you look at things. And as Jim Rohn says, when you change the way you look at things, right, the things you look at change. And who also said that is Wayne Dyer. So when you change the way you look at things, the way you view things, things are going to change for you. You know, you can't change people. There are certain situations you can't change, and I'll get to those in a minute. And both of those together are part of life. These are things that are part of life. So let's look at change in two respects. I'm going to pull up my little notes here, and I'm going to talk to you about change. Okay. So there are things in life. I'll actually use a little piece of paper here. Okay. When you think about things in life that have to change, you have to look at it in two ways. Ones that you can control and the ones that you can't control. See, control and can't control. Now think about the things in your life that you know you can control. Okay? One is your state of mind. Okay? That's the first one. You can control your state of mind. Nobody can control your state of mind because you have ultimate control about how you think. So your state of mind includes your thinking, okay, how you feel, okay, and your perspective. Okay? So your thinking, right, feeling and perspective and your state of mind. Those are things that you can control. Okay? What are some of the things that you cannot control? Okay? You can't control the economy. Right? You can't control politics for the most part, and you can't control how someone else feels, right? So when you think about change and why change is important and how you can control change, you have to look at it in two perspectives. What are the things that you can control in your life, which is how you feel, how you think, your state of mind, what you eat, who you choose to be around, who you choose to stay away from, and think about the things that you can't control in your life. Like you can't control the weather. You can't control people. You can't control the economy. You can't control politics. That's not your job. Your job is to control what you can control. Now let's talk about change for a minute, okay? Because change is something that most people are afraid of. You know, they say when you ask people what you're afraid of most, usually at the top of the list is public speaking. And then when you kind of go down the list of what people fear the most, probably in the top 5, change is going to be probably close to 3 or 4. Now, when I mean change, think of it in this way. So let's say you have a job and you've been at this job for let's say 5 years, and you're making a great income, but you're not super happy, but you're not super sad, you're not really passionate, you're not really growing, but you're getting paid okay. So you're in that things aren't so bad, but things aren't so good either. Okay, Tony Robbins calls this no man's land or nowhere land. Okay, no man's land means you're just in this limbo state, and it's probably the most dangerous state you can ever be in. So when you think of change in your life, think about the state of mind that you're in or the place that you're in today. Let's say you're in a job and you're making, I don't know, let's say you're making $100,000 a year and you have great benefits, or let's say you're, whatever your salary is, and you're feeling okay that you can cover your bills. You can, take care of your kids, you can take care of your family, but you can't go on an extravagant vacation, or you can't put money away for college, or you can't put money away for retirement, but you're kind of living, right? And I call you existing. Okay, your job in life is not to exist. Your job is to grow and expand, become, and then pay it forward. So let's get to the heart of change. Okay, change is so scary, but it's absolutely necessary. Let me tell you why it's necessary. When you change, you're telling yourself that you're better than you are, and you're becoming the person that you're meant to be. So let me give you an example. So I've been in a career for, again, I've been in corporate America for 25 years. And I've been making a shift to becoming more of an entrepreneur. My real love in life is to speak, to mentor, and to sell. Those are the three things that I love to do. Right now, I'm only doing one of those things. So I'm not completely happy with my life. So I'm making some changes. And the way I'm making those changes are this, is I'm writing down exactly what I want. So when you think about change, think about what you want first. So if you've been in a situation where you know what you want, write it down. Put a one in the chat box. If you're here right now, put a one in the chat box and tell me that you know exactly what you want. If you don't know what you want, put a two in the chat box. I'll wait as I get my notes. So you want to do one or two. One if you know, and two if you don't know. I was never good in art. I was never the art guy. So write a one in the chat box if you know what you want, and two if you don't know. Now here's the thing, okay? If you know what you want, so here's the question. If you know what you want, are you doing all of the necessary things you need to do to accomplish that goal or to get to that point in your life? Most people don't. And if you are one of them, that's great. Congratulations. You are one of the small percentage of people, I would say the 5%ers, that actually know what they want and are going to do what they want, and they will accomplish what they want to accomplish. So here's my story, okay? I am changing my life to do the things that I want to do. I am making a career shift to be in the role that was meant for me. But let me tell you, it's not going to be easy. It's going to be a little scary, and I'm going to try to make it as seamless as possible. Steve Harvey uses the term, you're going to have to jump. The term jumping means you need to take that leap so you can force yourself out of your comfort zone to change and adjust to become that person that you're meant to be. I'm changing my career because I want to be more in the speaking business, in the mentoring business, and in the selling business. That's what I love to do. It's what I live for every single day. So as an MC in the entertainment space, I love to make people have a great time. My goal in life is to change lives. Okay, so Ben says, that's what I'm afraid of. Well, here's the thing about fear, and I'm sure you've heard this before. Fear, what we fear 99% of the time never, ever happens. It never happens. Fear is something that we conjure up in our minds, and we associate fear with something that happens to someone else. So if it happens to them, it's going to happen to us. And it typically doesn't do that. Hey guys, if you find this valuable so far, just by the way, jump out, press a like, and share it with people who you think need it. Everybody needs to know that change is something that you need to do, and it's something that's necessary in life. And let me tell you why, okay? Change is necessary because you need to change to grow. You're either growing or you're rotting. I think Darren Hardy uses the term either you're ripe and rotting or you're green and you're growing. So don't be ripe and rotten. Be green and grow. You need to grow every day. And the only way to do that is to change. So let me get back to Steve Harvey. Steve Harvey says you have to jump. You have to jump. And your parachute's not going to open up right away. You're gonna get bumps and bruises. You're gonna get kicked around a little bit. You're gonna scrape your skin. You're gonna get hurt. And sometimes it's gonna feel really, really hard. And sometimes you're gonna feel like I can't do this anymore. But eventually, if you stick to it, and as Jim Rohn uses the term stick-to-itiveness, if you stick to it, your parachute will open and you will soar. But if you don't jump, if you don't make that transition, or whatever term you want to use, if you don't make changes in your life, your parachute will never open. You'll stay in this, what Tony Robbins calls the nowhere land or no man's land. You're not too happy and you're not too unhappy. You're going to remain in this godforsaken place where you're just going to wake up one day and be 50 years old or 60 years old or 70 or 30, and you're going to say, what the hell happened with my life? Change is necessary to become the person that you need to become. I'm making the changes, I'm committing to them, and I'm going to do what they call a PDA, a public display of accountability. I'm going to show you what my changes are. I am actually going to be speaking to a couple partners this week about a new opportunity where I can focus mostly on my speaking, mentoring, and sales skills. Okay, I actually have a call later on this afternoon with the general manager and the VP of this company, and I'm excited to talk to them about it because it's a change for me. It's a shift of where I am today. It's a shift. So if you want to make changes in your life, if you want to become that person, come on, guys. You want to become that person? This is not a preach. This is just a sharing. If you want to become that person, you have to make the changes that you need to make in your life. Because if you don't make changes in your life, you're going to wind up being that person that's going to look back and say, well, I regret that I didn't make changes in my life. I regret that I didn't become the person I was meant to be. I didn't make the change, and I should have made the change. Don't be a shoulda. I should have gotten up in the morning, gone to the gym. I should be eating right. I shouldn't have an extra piece of cake. I shouldn't have an extra cookie. I should have made that phone call. I should have gotten to that meeting. I should have arrived early. Don't be the shoulda person. As Tony Robbins says, you don't want to should all over yourself. You want to do. You want to accomplish. You want to be. The only way to make a difference in your life and to make a difference in someone else's life is to change. Make a small change so you can change the trajectory of your life every single day. Little changes. There's a book by Darren Hardy called The Compound Effect. Little changes over a consistent, focused period of time results in massive positive results. Change is necessary and change is important. Remember, you're going to have to jump. You're going to have to jump at some point. Do it now and then soar. Guys, I hope this was helpful to you. Again, my name is Anthony Conklin. I'm a motivational speaker. I'm also in sales. I'm also an MC. I help entrepreneurs connect their passion and purpose and live in this space called the why. Your why is who you are. And when you take consistent focus action around your why, life is beautiful and fulfilled. I'd love to come speak to your organization. Call me. Reach out to me. I'd love to speak to your sales team, your association, your gathering, your conference, your school. Love to speak to colleges. Also like to speak to high school students. You can find me at anthonyjconklin.com. Put a message here in the chat box if you'd like me to reach out to you. Love to have a conversation with you about how we can work together and bring out that why and connect that passion and purpose. I'm everywhere at Anthony J. Conklin on Twitter. I'm also on Instagram at anthony.ace. You can find my stuff there as well. Or on YouTube at Anthony Conklin. Check out my interview with Tony Robbins. I'm going to be seeing Tony Robbins this November. I'm so excited about it. Vicky Fitch and I, my buddy on the West Coast, are going to see Tony Robbins in November at Unleash the Power Within. It's going to be exciting and fun. It's going to be life-changing. So stay tuned for it. Hey guys, remember, have an amazing day. Look in the mirror today and say these words. You have greatness within you. You have something very special to give. You have a gift. Don't waste it. Please don't waste it. Have a great day. I love you guys, and I'll see you next time.